Oh, Kelly, who would that be?
Well, kid, as you know,
Put that on hold. Okay.
Jerry Jones, he wants to make Super Bowl 45 the biggest Super Bowl in history, the largest attendance, breaking all the attendance records.
Right.
And you might have seen on, the national news, they've been talking about how he's going to charge people like $200 just to be outside the stadium, stand in the parking lot, sit on the grass, so they can watch the game on the big screen, and they're still going to count that towards the total fans.
They're going to count that, the people outside.
So anyway, I personally arranged, to have Jerry Jones call into the show this morning.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Way to go, Kelly.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning, Mr. Jones.
How y'all doing? Yeah.
Great. How are you?
Fine, excited.
Excited? I bet you are, man. Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Super Bowl coming up. Very excited. In my view, if we don't assemble the largest crowd ever to watch anything, then I will deem this a total failure.
Okay.
Now,
what's your strategy here?
I'm told the biggest crowd ever assembled is over there in Saudi Arabia.
How many is that?
When all the Muslims go to look at that wall. That's 3 million.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think the stadium holds that many.
So we're
that could be a fire hazard.
that's the number we're trying to beat. We have a new mantra here. It's called Make Mecca Second.
Make
Mecca Second.
Okay.
Still. Now, having said that, let me say this.
Yes, Mr.
As you know, our stadium only holds 100,000.
Yes.
So we're going to need to be creative on what constitutes a spectator.
Okay.
For example, we're going to be charging all of our ushers and concession stand workers $10 in order to work that day. That way we can count them as spectators.
Okay.
Count them, charge them.
That's creative.
Count them, charge them. As for the women at the game that are pregnant, we will count their unborn children as fans.
Oh, good idea.
Of course, mom's going to have to pitch in another $75 for the unborn child.
Just to be pregnant?
Yeah. Now, what if you don't know you're pregnant? We got that handled.
Okay.
Free pregnancy tests.
We have our security people having 2 wands outside. One of them will be a sonogram. And we'll have you stand up on a little stool there and spread them. And we'll find out if you're pregnant. If you're with child, and that's going to be another $75. The NFL, make no mistake, the NFL loves its unborn fans. Loves them.
Okay.
These are the key to making Mecca second.
Okay.
What about fat people?
Count them, charge them.
Like airlines, 2 seats.
Good one,
we already
Jimmy.
got a ruling on that. Let me just tell you some of the other ones we got. The next one's
I'm
easy.
sorry.
Okay.
The new Cowboy Stadium was built on top of an old cemetery. You may have heard that. So
Okay.
we're going to be counting each and every one of them old bodies as a fan.
But they're not really,
the
they're
dead
not
body.
alive.
We'll be sending their relatives a special 6 feet under ticket. That's $35.
What?
Count them. We're going to count them. We're going to charge them.
Count them and charge. All right.
Since we're talking about the dearly departed, let's not forget the spirits or ghosts, as you will.
Yeah.
For every fan who believes that they have a ghost following them around, that ghost will need to buy a ticket. Count them, charge them.
Oh, imagine how much you can charge a schizophrenic.
Oh, get into that, Kelly. Get into that.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, Jerry.
We do have that handle. Let me see. One time, check my notes here. Let's see. Our mentally ill fans. Yes, I have that under mentally ill fans.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be politically incorrect, but let's face it. Multiple personalities is multiple fans. Count them, charge them.
Count them and charge.
That's why we'll have the first ever Miller Lite schizophrenia suite.
Yeah. I want to be in that
Invite everybody to
suite.
join us for that.
Sure,
Yeah,
I
that'd be
appreciate
great.
that.
Fun.
If you already have a ticket and you wouldn't mind having a small person strapped to you during the game, give me a call up here at the Cowboys, and we got a ticket for that too. Count them, charge them.
Count a small person strapped to your back. Okay.
Let's get serious now. I've decided to issue a special ticket if you live within 5 miles of the stadium.
Okay, if you
I will sell you a seat in your living room for just $90.
Nice.
That's an amazing deal. Count them, charge them.
But if you're in your own living room.
Well, I'm sorry, you're too close.
It's their own house.
Okay.
I know what you're saying to yourself, Jerry. What about all that unused space on top of the stadium?
The roof?
Yeah, we're going to be airlifting fans that hang on to the roof of the stadium during the game. Their $250 ticket will include a climbing rope and a harness and a helmet.
Oh, nice.
And we hope to have that roof open, so if it's a nice day, they might be able to, the better climbers could crawl over to the edge and peek in and see how the game's going.
Nice of you. That's good looking out.
Thank you. Any plane that flies over the stadium, all passengers will be charged as spectators. We can count them and charge them.
Count them and
all
charge
part
them.
of making Mecca second.
Okay.
By the way, it's tough one to enforce, but if you are a psychic and you are capable of mental transport, well, we're going to need to see your ticket. Count them, charge them.
Okay.
All right.
Now, this one's kind of a stretch, but I proposed it to the NFL. If the day after the game you give someone a ride in the car that you drove to the Super Bowl, then they are breathing Super Bowl air, and we count them and we charge them.
Oh, if they're breathing leftover Super Bowl air the next day.
Yeah.
All right, Mr.
So
Jones.
right now we're up to 1.6 million fans.
Wow.
Could sure use your help getting that number up.
Okay.
If they had given me a little more time, we would have been able to perfect the gravity plan that I had. I'm in negotiations right now to buy gravity.
You're buying
gravity, yes. And that way we can have the teams playing in midair, and then anybody that looks up has to buy a ticket.
Charge
How
and
about you
count
could have
'em.
fans
300 million
hover?
people. Yeah.
You can have fans hover and watch down from up above. That'd be cool
I
too.
will examine the hovering plan.
That's creative, Mr. Jones.
Yeah. Going for beating Mecca. Need 3 million people at the Cowboy game.
Wow.
Got it.
Well, it's not a Cowboy
Well,
game.
it's not.
is
It's a
it?
Super
Cowboy
Bowl.
game.
Yeah.
It's at Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah.
Or Jerry World.
Put me on hold. Let me talk to you about them Lady Gaga tickets.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Cowboy.